Good evening and welcome to Just the News. I'm Faye D'Souza. Thank you for joining us. Let's get straight to the headlines tonight. Basavaraj Bommai took oath as the 23rd Chief Minister of the state of Karnataka today, succeeding former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa. Yediyurappa, remember, quit 2 days ago after speculation of a crisis in the BJP state union. Mr. Bommai was the Home Minister in B.S. Yediyurappa's government, which was dissolved on Monday. A quick update on who Mr. Bommai is. He's a 3-time MLA from Shigaon in central Karnataka's Haveri district. He's a very politically powerful Lingayat leader, just like Mr. Yediyurappa, and he's also one of Yediyurappa's closest confidants. The Veerashivaya Lingayat community forms 16% of Karnataka's population and hence a large vote bank to be taken into consideration as well. In other news, 2 senior journalists, Mr. N. Ram and Shashi Kumar, have moved Supreme Court seeking an investigation by a sitting or a former judge into allegations of the Pegasus spyware being used as surveillance on journalists and activists. Both of the journalists in their plea have said that targeted surveillance using military-grade spyware, which is what Pegasus is grossly disproportionate, is an invasion of the right to privacy. The plea has asked the court to direct the government to disclose whether any of its agencies have obtained a license for the spyware or employed it directly or indirectly for surveillance. Remember, the government has not fully clearly answered this question so far on record. The Wire, in collaboration with 16 other media organizations, broke this story. It revealed 155 names of a total of 300 phone numbers that were Indian, that were allegedly possible targets of Pegasus spyware. These names included politicians in the current government who are ministers, opposition members, activists, journalists, and several other very sensitive jobs held by people. An update on Parliament, like we promised you. Lok Sabha, of course, had unruly scenes today, loud protests from the opposition, leading to another adjournment. The Indian Express reported that Congress and left MPs tore up business papers and threw them on the officers' tables and chairs. The protest was about issues around the Pegasus row and the farm bills. Meanwhile, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Amendment Bill, remember we told you about this a couple of days ago, it changes some of the rules about how small and medium organizations will declare bankruptcy and simplifies it because there are so many of them in trouble right now. That was passed by Lok Sabha today. The bill was moved at 2:32 p.m. and it was passed at 2:37 p.m. with a voice vote. Rajya Sabha, in the meantime, passed the Juvenile Justice Care Protection of Children Amendment Bill 2021. The bill had already been passed by Lok Sabha and it was passed in the middle of loud protests, no discussion in Rajya Sabha. According to the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015, which this new bill amends, juvenile offences will now be categorized into petty, serious and heinous offences. With this bill, the government has brought offences that can get a maximum punishment of more than 7 years and a minimum punishment that is not prescribed into the ambit of serious offences. An update on COVID numbers, and this time it's a little worrying, I must warn you. India reported 43,654 new cases in the last 24 hours. Remember, just yesterday we told you that the cases dropped to below 30,000 and today it is 43,000. Kerala's numbers continue to remain high at 22,056 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours, which is worrying because now there is a consistency to that number. The centre on Wednesday, meanwhile, said that there is no room for complacency in the approach to deal with COVID as the number of positive cases are still very high. The Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla urged state governments and Union Territory administrations to issue strict directions to district and other local authorities to take necessary measures for COVID-19 management. According to ENI, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia has said that the centre is likely to start vaccination for children against COVID in August this year. The Health Minister reportedly said this during a BJP Parliamentary Party meeting that was also attended by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. This comes with wide speculation at the impact of the third wave that's likely to be higher on children compared to the first and the second waves. Also, referring to a study by the Armed Forces Medical College, the government yesterday said Covishield gives 93% protection against COVID and 98% protection against mortality. Niti Aayog member Dr. V.K. Paul presented the findings of the study, which was conducted on 15 lakh doctors and healthcare workers across the country. He also added that no vaccine guarantees that the infection will not happen, but serious diseases prevented and nearly eliminated. I urge you all to be vigilant, be careful, and have faith in our vaccines. So basically what he's saying is that even if you are vaccinated, you may still get COVID. So you might still test positive, but you will not get very, very sick. You will not get hospitalized. And the chances of you dying come down by 98%. So he's asking the people have faith in the vaccination. And on to an update now from the world of business and economy. According to a parliamentary panel report on the impact of COVID on micro, small and medium enterprises, it says that the stimulus package announced by the Government of India was found to be inadequate. The report said that the committee observes that the stimulus package announced by the government for economic revival from the pandemic was found to be inadequate as measures adopted were more of loan offering and long-term measures instead of improving the cash flow to generate demand as immediate relief. The panel recommended that the government should immediately come out with a larger economic package aimed at supporting demand, investment, exports, and employment generation to help the economy, including the MSMEs, to recover from a pandemic fallout. The report also estimated that 25% of the MSME loans could slip into default as several MSMEs are finding it hard to draw working capital from banks. That would actually also signal bad news for the banking sector. News coming in from across the world right now. According to Reuters, Turkish authorities have detained a boat carrying more than 200 Afghan migrants in the sea headed to Europe. In recent weeks, Turkey has faced an influx of Afghan migrants amid the rising violence in Afghanistan. Remember, the Taliban now claims that it has control over 85% of Afghanistan's territory, and the US and the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO, troops are withdrawing from the country. Kuwait has announced that only citizens who are vaccinated against COVID will be allowed to travel abroad from the country starting the 1st of August. Children under the age of 16 and pregnant women who have proof of pregnancy will be exempt from the ban. Kuwait has fully vaccinated 21.9% of its population so far. An update from the world of sports. In the Olympics, Simone Biles, considered the greatest of all times at gymnastics, has pulled out of the Olympics all-round final to focus on her mental health. USA's 24-year-old superstar Biles won the all-round gold medal of gymnastics in the last Olympics but will not be defending that medal this year. The four-time gold medalist said, and I quote, "I have to focus on my mental health." She scored 13.7666, her lowest Olympic vault score, before withdrawing from the event. And she's a specialist and considered extremely good at the vault, and she looked visibly upset immediately after. In a statement, the US Gymnastics said that Simone will continue to be evaluated daily to determine whether or not to participate in next week's individual event finals. Among the women, though, world number one Deepika Kumari, India's archer, beat US's Jennifer Muccino Fernandez 6-4 to reach the pre-quarterfinals of the women's individual section to keep India's medal hopes alive in Tokyo. Deepika Kumari defeated Bhutan's Karma 6-0 to reach the round of 32 in women's individual events at the Tokyo Olympics. In boxing, India's boxer Pooja Rani defeated Algeria's contender in the women's 75 kg middleweight category to reach the quarterfinals. The 30-year-old won the bout by unanimous 5-0 against her 20-year-old opponent. Pooja Rani's quarterfinal bout will take place now on the 31st of July. In the meantime, India's Satish Kumar will face Jamaica's Ricardo Brown in the men's 91 kg category tomorrow. World champion PV Sindhu has qualified for the women's singles round of 16 after winning her second straight match in Group J. The 26-year-old Rio Olympics silver medalist defeated Hong Kong's player in 35 minutes flat. Now, one piece of positive news that we leave you. Now, that's the sporting Olympics, but there's also the mathematical Olympics. And of course, India is going to do well. The International Mathematical Olympiad 2021 is being hosted in Russia virtually. Witnessed 619 students from 107 countries. Out of these, Pranjal Srivastava from Bengaluru bagged a gold medal, and Anish Kulkarni from Pune won a silver medal. 3 other students from Pune, Delhi and Ghaziabad won the bronze medals at the event. So that brings us to the end of this bulletin. Quick quiz question before I let you go. Who is the world number 1 archer at this point? I'll give you a clue. That world number 1 archer is an Indian woman. Leave her name at the bottom in the comment section. And also give us a thumbs up if you want us, if you find this useful, and if there's anything else you want us to add to this bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.